Hey, what's up guys? Gary Walker here and welcome back for another video. In this video, I'm going to show you what I have been doing to grow my biceps during my bulk. So if you watch some of my videos over my bulk process, as you know, I went through a few weeks of bulking. It got cut short due to a personal loss. One of the things I was focusing on while I was going through my bulk was building my biceps. Again, let me just reiterate quickly. I was trying to focus on biceps and back. All right, we've all got weak body parts. Those are two I really wanted to bring up with my latest bulk. Although I cut it about 4 weeks short, I did feel like I made really good progress with my biceps. And in one of the last videos, I told you if you were interested in knowing what I was doing, then leave me a comment, let me know, and I would show you what I've been doing. Well, I got tons of comments. All right, so with that said, I'm going to show you exactly what I have been doing and how I've had it structured throughout my workout. But before I get into the actual exercises and the workouts, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Also, make sure you click on that bell icon. That way you get notified every time I upload a new video. All right, guys, with that said, here's the thing. Anytime you're trying to bring up a weak body part, two things I really want you to focus on. One is adding more frequency to that weak body part. You can go all the way up to 3 days per week. But here's the thing, what I've been doing is I've been doing 2 days per week because again, I wasn't only focusing on my biceps like I mentioned, I was focusing on building my biceps and my back, all right? So for that, I decided to do 2 days a week with a little more volume, but again, adding that frequency. Instead of doing just one time a week on biceps, one time on back, basically I made sure to incorporate 2 different types of workouts throughout each week. Here's the thing you want to focus on when you're doing that. One thing you really want to do is cut back on some of your stronger body parts. If you got a massive chest, massive shoulders, massive legs, or something like that, and you're really wanting to prioritize your weak body parts, then it's okay to cut back on some of those stronger ones because they're going to easily be built back up. Not that they're going anywhere anyways, all right? Cut back on some of those other body parts. That way, everything that you're doing as far as your nutrition, your intensity, all of that is going into those weak body parts. So you know to do them twice a week, but you also want to make sure you're taking about 2 days off in between each workout. So I was doing biceps on Monday, biceps again on Thursday. So I'm gonna break down the actual workouts because I didn't do the same workouts. I kind of structured them a little bit different. One was a little bit more heavy work with my biceps, a little bit more strength-based. The second workout is a little bit more higher reps and hypertrophy. So I combined both of those and my goal was to see how big I could get my biceps. Ultimately, here's the thing. When you're going through an actual bulk, you don't really know how much you gain, all right? As far as, did I gain a 1/4 of an inch? Did I gain a 1/2 inch, a full inch, 2 inches? You really don't know because what really counts is you're gonna go through and go all out on a bulk. You're gaining size everywhere. All right, so unfortunately, that's not just lean muscle when you're bulking. You're gonna get a little bit of padding along with it, a little bit of body fat. So don't worry too much about the actual measurements. Here's what I like to focus on. Right before I started my bulk, I took my actual arm measurements. The big key and the big test, so if you wanna know how much I've actually gained, you're gonna have to follow along, all right? Because now I'm getting into my leaning stage. I'm gonna lean out a little bit of a cutting stage. I'm not gonna get super shredded, but I am gonna start just leaning out. So what I'm gonna do is about 12 weeks. 12 weeks of dieting a little bit, doing a little bit of cardio, and then I'm gonna take my measurements. That's what I'm going to compare. Those are the 2 important ones because I want a lean arm measurement. I know you've seen those guys out there that probably 18, 19-inch arms, but they're just chubby. You don't really see any detail, any definition. That's not what I was going for. I like to see the difference between the biceps and the triceps. I like to see some little muscle fibers as well. You're not gonna see that until you start leaning out. So my goal with this was to gain lean muscle on my bicep. That's what I'm gonna be focusing on, trying to maintain the size that I gained. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna know exactly how much that is until my 12-week lean out phase, all right? For that, you're gonna have to stick around. But for now, let me show you the actual exercises. I've got a workout A and a workout B. Again, one was done on Monday, the other was done on Thursday. So what I did with my first workout, I started on some alternating dumbbell curls. That is a basic arm movement. But what it allows you to do is really maximize the weight. And I want you to focus on 6 to 8 repetitions. That's what I did. And when I say 6 to 8, you choose a weight that you're basically gonna fail within that 6 to 8 range. So don't stop at 8 if you can get 10 to 12. If you can get 10 to 12 reps with these sets, then the weight's too light. On the reverse side of that though, if you get a weight and you barely get 6 with that first set, then you know what? Drop 5 pounds or so, because I would rather you get 8 reps with the first set, maybe 7 with the second set, and then 6 with the third set. That's gonna have you failing within the 6 to 8 rep range. And yes, you heard 3 sets, so you wanna do 3 sets of each of these exercises, 9 total sets. Here's what we're doing with workout A. 6 to 8 reps, you're alternating, all right? When you're alternating, what that allows you to do, resting one side a little while you're bringing the other side up. So that little rest is gonna allow you to do a little bit heavier weight, as opposed to just doing straight 6 to 8 reps with the right side, then straight 6 to 8 with the left side. Then you wanna rest about 90 seconds after each of these sets. So once you've done your alternating dumbbell curls, then we're gonna get into one of my favorites. It's a concentration curl. One thing you really wanna focus on with the concentration curl is keeping that arm pinned against your inner thigh. Don't allow your elbow to go forward away from your arm, and don't lean away from the dumbbell as it comes up. That's gonna create a little momentum and shorten the range of motion. So really stick that arm against your thigh and lock it in place. Also use a supinated grip. Supinated means palm facing up. You want your palm facing up and not opposite of that, which is a pronated grip. All right, you wanna shoot for about 8 to 10 reps here, a little bit higher than the 6 to 8, and you wanna alternate sides. Do right side, right side, and however you wanna structure that. But 8 to 10 reps, rest 60 seconds. That's all you really need, 60 seconds, and then do set 2. Rest another 60 seconds and then go into set 3. Once you're done with those, you're gonna go into a plate curl. One dumbbell, take it as heavy as you can for the 8 to 10 reps with this exercise as well. So yes, another 8 to 10 reps, failing within the 8 to 10 reps like I mentioned earlier, all right? You wanna fail within that range. You wanna make sure that you're really pushing yourself and challenging yourself with this workout. Now this is your first workout. Once you've done this, you really wanna feed yourself, all right? Because that's the thing, you need those extra calories if you're really trying to grow. If you wanna grow, you gotta eat. You gotta eat a lot of protein, eat some good complex carbs, make sure you're eating your good essential fats to keep those testosterone levels high, and feed yourself consistently and do it through the duration of this program. I did about a 12-week, all right? I focused 12 weeks on biceps, doing these 2 workouts, alternating between workout A and workout B. Now workout B, here's what we did on Thursday. All 3 of these exercises are gonna be different, and you're gonna shoot for 12 to 15 reps. This is where you're gonna get a lot of blood pumped into those biceps, a lot of lactic acid, so it's definitely going to burn, man. All right, you wanna burn the biceps, you wanna go for that huge pump. That's gonna help stretch that bicep. So the first exercise I did, we're gonna start with cable curls. Cable curls, pin those elbows into your side, get the shoulders back, chest out, keep your core tight, nice and slow and under control with each of these reps. Don't cheat and use momentum when you're doing these. A good 12 to 15 repetitions. Same as workout A, you're shooting for 3 sets of all 3 of these exercises. So once you've done your 3rd set, then you're gonna move into a hammer curl with the cables. So the difference here is I'm using a rope. Hammer curl meaning you are keeping your palms facing each other. All right, that's gonna help work the long head of your bicep a little bit, give you that 3D dimension look. I talked about supinated grip. Supinated is palms up. So when your palms are up, you're in a supinated position. Now we're a neutral position. Palms are facing each other. That's a hammer grip, more of a neutral grip. So that's what you're doing here, but the setup is the same. You want shoulders back, chest out. And I like to also, instead of keeping the rope right against my sides, you'll notice I'm coming in slightly, more of a closer grip. That's just a little bit more of a natural feel for me. It feels better on my shoulders and my elbows. So kind of play with it a little bit. I wanna make sure you're keeping your shoulders and elbows safe. Even your wrists. I know a lot of guys doing these by the bar tight and squeezing the straight bar when you're doing the straight bar. and that's gonna help stabilize those wrists a little bit. 12 to 15 repetitions, 3 set. We're gonna be doing a high cable flex curls. In my gym, I don't have the actual cable crossover. So if I had access to a cable crossover, you can go ahead and do two at a time. If I had access, I would do 2 at a time. But you'll notice I've got only the functional trainer. So really focus on squeezing as hard as you can your biceps. One thing you can focus on when you're going away from your body is flexing your tricep. Contract that tricep. That's actually gonna give you a really good stretch in your bicep. Then you come back up, really focus on flexing that bicep again. Do that for each and every repetition, because again, 12 to 15 repetitions is no joke, man. You're gonna feel the burn, you're gonna get a huge pump. So that's it, that's what you wanna do, all right? You got workout A, workout B, you wanna make sure, here's one thing before I say you wanna make sure, you don't have to do it in the same order. You can do your hypertrophy work for workout A. You can do the strength work for workout B. That's completely up to you, and you wanna base that on the rest of your workouts, because again, you probably are still doing chest work, back work, shoulder work, leg work. All right, even though you're cutting back, don't completely cut it off. Still do a little bit of sets, a little bit for each body part, even if they're your stronger body parts, all right? Let me know if you have any questions about either of these workouts or any of these exercises. If your biceps are not growing, your biceps are stubborn, then try both of these workouts. Try doing these twice a week for at least 12 weeks. And make sure you're eating though, because you're not gonna grow if you're not feeding your muscles. You're not gonna grow if you're not eating enough to recover from the intense workouts. But that being said, that's all that I got, man. Get busy, get after it. God bless.